Hey there, well watchers. My name is Wifey Well, and today we are back with some more of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Um, we are trying to survive at Fort Such. It is not going very well at all. And how do we get back out of here? Did we ever discover? I don't know how to get out of here. Hold on. Ah. Hopefully this is the last little thing. No? We have a huge problem on our hands. This Oblivion gate here is killing us. Wow. Oh gosh, you startled me. That was some bad frame rate. All I want is for the fight music to quit playing. That way we can go into Fort Such, remain undetected. Because it was just becoming too much of a problem. And I don't see what's fighting me. Dang it. Alright, well, let's just get in, I guess. Something over... Nope. Alright, whatever. Shows undetected. So, as a reminder, what we were doing... Uh-oh, that's not good. As a reminder... Right now, how do I play this game? Okay. Karen is on a quest to infiltrate Fort Such and poison Roderick's medicine. And it is a Dark Brotherhood quest. We have to remain undetected to get a bonus. And so far the bonuses have been very good. I would definitely want to accomplish that feat. It just... Okay, well, that just solved the problem I was about to complain about. I was gonna say it has just sucked being detected this entire time because I couldn't tell if I was actually remaining undetected. Let us pull out our handy dandy map. Well, it looks like it's pretty straightforward so far. Excuse me. Is that Roderick? Where's his medicine? In here? There's like no one around. And then what? We gotta put in the poison? Well, where is it? Oh. Bottle of poison medicine has been placed in the cabinet. The real medicine removed. Next time Roderick is given treatment, he will die. Must now return to the sanctuary and speak with Ochiva to receive my reward. Have fun dying, Roderick. Rest in taco, never forgato. Well, this was easy. I almost wonder if it, like, bugged out, because it was saying we were detected, and there's, like, nobody around. Do 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 do. Ooh, it moved. Yeah, that seemed too easy. I'm not complaining, though. Sorry, guys. 2020, the year that I was non-stop sick. Oh. Oh yeah, we can use the well now. We are privileged. Let us do that. Oh, Chiva. I have achieved my mission.
Ah, so you infiltrated Fort Such, remained undetected, and replaced the medicine with the poison I provided. You are truly a master of shadow. It pleases me greatly to offer you this reward and a well-earned bonus. Go now, rest. I'll have another contract ready whenever you are.
I'm ready.
So, are you ready to mingle with the doomed house guests? The contract is waiting.
Oh my gosh. This is like my favorite quest. Oh, I'm so excited.
Do you like parties? Because you've been invited to one. Of course, you'll be killing all the other guests. Are you ready to attend?
Heck yes.
Splendid. You need to go to the city of Skingrad, to the large house known as Summit Mist Manor. There, you will meet up with 5 very unlucky guests. In order to receive your bonus, you must kill each guest secretly, one by one. If anyone sees you committing murder, the bonus is forfeit. The guests believe there is a chest of gold hidden in the house, and have agreed to be locked inside until one of them finds it. In fact, the guests believe the key to the manor is inside the chest, and only by satisfying their greed will they be allowed to leave. Poor fools. There is, of course, no chest of gold. The guests will find no key. After you arrive, the doors will be locked behind you, as everyone expects. When all the guests lie dead, you will be free to leave. Now go. See the doorman at Summit Mist Manor. He will explain the rest. Have fun.
I am so excited.
Each guest, at some point in the past, wronged their mysterious host. Now, he's hired us to exact his revenge.
And I will happily oblige.
Go now, dear family member, and may the Night Mother wrap you in her cold.
You are like a dark gift from the night.
Oh, hello, boyfriend.
Please, tell me how I can help.
Did you want to go with me? Is that why you were standing here? Just waiting for me. I love you. You're the greatest. Okay. We'll talk later. Alright. Whodunit. This is like my favorite Dark Brotherhood quest of all time. Oh, I'm so excited. We're gonna have fun today. I started the episode so worried about the whole Fort Such thing, and then it went swimmingly well. And now we get to have a ton of fun. Woo! We need to make it nighttime. This is not the right aesthetic. Dun, 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 dun. I'm so used to Morrowind's fast wait time. is the aesthetic. This is what I needed. Who done it indeed? You get out of the frame. Get out of the frames. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. I'm trying to get a thumbnail. Go somewhere. Guard, you're in the way too, damn it. Oh, yes. Who done it?
So the last guest finally arrives. I'll tell you what I told all the others. You go in, I lock the door. You don't come out until it's over. Now I'll tell you what I didn't tell everyone else. We have the same mother, you and I. And she wants you to have this. It's the key to the house. I guess someone else has already told you the other details. Kill all the guests, then leave, right? Well, you better get in there. Time to mingle.
That's it? Okay, thank you.
Go. Socialize. Talk to those fine people. Then plunge your knife into their throats when they ain't looking.
Will do.
The sixth guest has finally arrived. Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting? It seems like an age. Whoever invited us here must at least know us, don't you think? In any event, we're all stuck here together, so we might as well get acquainted. The rest of us have already traded introductions. I'm Matilda Petite. The others are Nels the Naughty, Neville, Devisi Dran, and Primo Antonius. Now, who might you be? Please, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Karen, and I like to murder people and ask for the manager.
Oh, you poor dear. Well, this does make things difficult for me. I want to find the gold as much as anyone, but you need it so much more than I do.
Alright, let's find out a little bit about everybody. So you are Mathilde Petite?
That's right, it's a Breton name. I'll have you know the Petites are one of High Rock's oldest and most respected noble families. The little dark elf. She seems a nice enough girl. But to be perfectly honest, I've never trusted their kind.
Racist, racist, racist.
The little dark...
She has something else to say about her.
He's a Nord. Mead-swilling barbarians, all of them.
Racist, racist.
From what I gathered, he's a retired soldier. He's been all across the Empire fighting in various campaigns. Goodness, he's handsome.
He doesn't like racist old women, sorry.
He's young, well-educated, and obviously full of himself. Not much different than any young nobleman, really.
Okay, why do you still have stuff to say about everybody?
Go ahead.
Let's try it. She likes oh boy. Oh boy.
That's great. How's it go again? You're too kind. Don't make... I doubt it.
Did we get any progress? I don't know.
Oh, that's right, exactly. Personally, I think she's a little floozy. She's been eyeing young Primo Antonius, probably smells his wealth.
Oh, and you're not eyeing wealth. What a racist old coot.
Oh, that man disgusts me. I find his entire manner offensive. Why, just before you got here, he told me the most off-color joke about an Argonian maid.
Ah, yes, the Argonian maid.
Well, if I can be perfectly honest with you, I find Neville quite attractive. Red Guards are so exotic, don't you think?
You are you focus so much on race.
It's obvious that young Primo comes from wealth. A chest full of gold would be mere spending change for him.
Well, I don't like you.
I have a good idea where that chest might be.
Where I should look.
That gold is as good as mine.
I may save you for last just because I'm mad.
So, you finally showed up. It's about time. People of my station are not accustomed to waiting.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Rich Man.
She's quite beautiful, isn't she? A little young, perhaps, and not exactly highborn, but she possesses a unique elegance. The old woman, she's quite a pest, really. I think she's gotten it into her head that I need mothering or something. She is sorely mistaken. There's something about Nels I can't quite place. He's not for money, that's obvious, but I don't think he's quite the buffoon he seems either. He reminds me of the guards under my father's employ, strict, no nonsense, and ready to fight at a moment's notice. It's a regal name from a rather regal family. Indeed, my father owns more property than the East Empire Company.
You're very rich then. So everyone is only being completely honest about themselves so far.
Go
and then
ahead.
if you would like to find out the other info,
I appreciate that every
then
little bit helps.
you must
Can
do
I
this.
be honest with you, my friend? I find Dovisi captivating. She possesses a beauty beyond compare. Maybe you could do me a favor. If you speak with her, put in a good word for me, would you? I would be forever in your debt.
I'll put in a bad word.
Apparently, the poor old woman thinks she's from a well-to-do family. Truth is, I have servants with more nobility in their blood than her. Nels is a drunk. He doesn't even try to hide that fact. But what else is he? When the liquor is dried, what remains of the man? I think Nels drinks to forget, maybe about some tragedy in his life. He plays the buffoon, but I sense a deep sadness in him.
A deep sadness.
I know he's a retired Imperial Legion officer. Apparently, he's been in campaigns all across the Empire, from Skyrim to Morrowind. I also get the sense that he's very eager to find the gold. I can't imagine his life of servitude to the Empire left him with much to retire on. Oh, yes. Maybe we'll speak again later.
Wait, is this the gorgeous girl? She literally just heard you say...
I can't quite... Hello, I'm Dovesi. I'm very pleased to meet you. Now that you're here, we can really start looking for that chest of gold.
Hi, Dovesi.
What I mean to say is, before you arrived, we all just sort of glanced around a bit. Now that we're all officially here, we can look in earnest. Not much to tell about me, really. I'm from Morrowind originally, but my family moved to Valenwood a few years ago.
You're from Morrowind, huh?
Well, I really don't know her, but she seems like a very respectable old lady.
Yeah,
I
respectable.
wonder what makes him so naughty. He seems nice enough to me. He's a very serious man, but I guess that's normal for a retired soldier. He's very handsome, but please don't tell him I said so. I'm listening. We understand each other honestly, I don't think she likes me. It's because I'm a Dunmer. I heard her say something to Neville, and it wasn't very nice.
She's a racist old lady. Don't let it bother you.
Every now and then he looks over at me and smiles. I think he's sweet on me. If Nels finds the gold, maybe he'll want some company. I know he's a retired soldier, but not just a soldier. He was an officer in the Imperial Legion. I hate the Legion and everything it stands for. When those soldiers came to Morrowind, they persecuted my people and stole our lands. Neville may not be in the Legion anymore, but who knows what atrocities he committed. It's pretty obvious that Primo comes from a wealthy family. He would never be interested in a girl like me, I'm afraid.
I could save these two for last. But I kind of want to save the old lady for last and make her suffer. But let's go ahead and do the let's see what happens.
He did? Oh my goodness, what should I do? Should I talk to him? Or maybe play hard to get? Or should I, or would that be too forward?
Too forward.
Oh, you think so? I mean, it is rather forward, but I like it. All right, then. I'll wait for him in his room upstairs. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
She seems like a good person. We'll get rid of her first. We'll make her not suffer. Where's the other people?
I decide where I should look. I don't want to break anything, but the chest of gold could be hidden anywhere.
Where did the other two boys go? Boys? Must have went upstairs.
Hello there.
Oh,
Ah, yes,
Neville.
the sixth guest. I'm Neville. It's nice to make your acquaintance.
Hi, Neville.
Oh, yes, Davisi Dran. She's a dark elf originally from Morrowind, or so I hear. I get the sense she doesn't like me very much. Matilde seems like an upstanding citizen of the Empire. She respects the law and recognizes the Legion as Tamriel's greatest defense against evil. Nels is a Nord, and like all Nords, he's a lawless barbarian with no respect for authority.
Racist, racist.
I'm a Red Guard, though I've never actually been to Hammerfell. I was born here in Cyrodiil. My family has been in the Legion for 3 generations. Primo's a blue blood, a noble through and through. He thinks he's better than most people, and in most cases, he's right. We'll see.
Alright. Oh man, you
I'll
were
take
not
that
happy
and
with
think
me.
I appreciate the gesture. Davisi is a dark elf. They call themselves Dunmer. When I was young,
Ooh, that's
I
cool.
spent some time stationed on Fort Moonmoth, on their homeland of Morrowind. I have great respect for the Dunmer people. They are strong and noble and generally understand the importance of law and discipline. Unfortunately, Davisi doesn't seem to like me very much, but I don't blame her. The young ones tend to have problems with authority figures. If I may be honest, I feel a bit sorry for the old woman. She comes from a noble family, I'm sure, but seems a lot less well off than she should be.
Oh, that's called karma for being racist, racist.
No, but I think that barbarian will do anything to get his hands on the chest of gold. His kind are greedy and vicious, all of them. Trust me, I know. I was stationed at Fort Frostmoth for a few years on the Isle of Solstein. Those Nords are a bunch of animal-worshipping savages.
Racism.
They're all the same, full of meat and something to prove. We lost a lot of good men up there. A lot of good men.
Everyone in this is so I wonder what the race is of the guy that they've all wronged.
I'll confess that I have no idea why Primo is here. He's got more wealth than the rest of us combined. He sure doesn't need a chest of gold. Maybe he's incredibly greedy, but I don't think so. My guess is that Primo is so bored he simply has nothing better to do. Oh yes. maybe we'll
Okay,
speak
we
again
just
later.
need to find the
I
Nord.
can't quite decide where I should look. I don't want to break anything.
Here he is.
Well, hello there. Nels is my name. Some call me naughty, but don't you believe it. Let me confide something in you, my friend. Davisi is the spitting image of my own daughter. Her skin is darker, of course, but that sweet face. My daughter was killed, you see, a few years back by bandits. I'm sorry. Please forgive a father's heavy heart.
Aww.
You should have seen the old biddy trying to talk to young Primo Antonius. She may be a noble, but he looked down on her like a scullery maid. Ah, don't let the name fool you. I had a bit too much mead a few years back, and there was this tavern wench. Anyway, just call me Nels. I will confide something in you, my friend. I despise Neville and all his Imperial Legion ilk. They are useless, uncaring tools of corruption. 3 years ago, my village in Skyrim was attacked by bandits. We went to the nearby Imperial Legion outpost, but they refused to help us.
Oh, wow.
My dear, sweet daughter, Olga, was killed that day.
Olga?
She was murdered, and the Legion would do nothing to help her. Neville and his kind are scum. Primo is young and rich. I can sense a good, decent person in there somewhere. He just has to get his priorities straight. Oh, yes. Maybe we'll speak again later.
Maybe. We are going to take out the girl. Not sure. Uh-oh.
I can't quite decide where I should look. I don't want to break anything, but the chest of gold could be hidden anywhere.
Get back in there. Go, 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 go. She's planking. Should we make her naked for more drama? Okay, now it looks inappropriate. We gotta fix this. Hold on, you guys. This is a little too saucy looking. Let's just kind of put her face down a little bit. Because, you know, maybe she sleeps like that. I sleep. I like to sleep like that too, you know, in the nude. So maybe it's cozy. It's all good. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. Her head's kind of morphed into the pillow a little. There. Oh no, what has happened? Alright. I decided to kill her first so she doesn't have to suffer with the paranoia. Because she seems like a very good gal. Ma'am? Ma'am, you have a dead body nursing on you. I knew we had to save her for last. She's completely... Oh my god. Look at this. Hello, there's a body.
Oh, this is just horrible. Who could do such a thing? Who could kill a defenseless person in cold blood? Greed truly brings out the worst in people. Yes, the poor girl is dead. What a shame. Well, I guess she won't be finding the gold.
Oh my god. She really doesn't care, does she?
Yes, the poor... He's an obnoxious drunkard. Go ahead.
So you don't trust me
I
again?
appreciate the gesture.
Or...
One less dark elf in the world. And now there's one less person to find the gold as well. It's a good day, don't you think?
Oh my god. She's like such a savage racist. She just doesn't care.
You think Nels might be the killer? Well, he plays the buffoon, but it could all be an act. He's an Ord, and they're such a savage, uncivilized people.
He's much more civilized than your racist ass.
Neville has a strong sense of justice, I can tell. If we find out who the killer is, he'll take care of things, if you know what I mean. I worry about the boy. What if the killer is after money? Primo is quite wealthy. He could be the next victim. You'd be smart to stay with the rest of the group. It's just not safe to go wandering off alone with a killer on the loose.
Yeah, not safe at all. Oh, you don't want to sleep on the body again? Are you sure? Maybe she decided that that looked too suspicious. Okay, hello, Neville. Mr. Longbottom, we have a murder on our case.
A guest
on
has been
our
murdered.
hands?
So it begins. You mark my words, this entire party is a trap. Someone wants us all dead, and now they have their chance. I was in the Legion for a great many years, my friend. I saw a lot of horrible things, including the murders of children. made no sense then, it makes no sense now. But don't you worry. I vowed to bring Devisi's killer to justice. She's afraid, and for good reason. If the killer strikes again, they may very well pick an easy target, like Mathilde. She needn't worry, though. I'm a trained soldier, with 20 years of experience dealing with situations like this. On my honor, this killer will be caught and dealt with. Nords are raised to be cold-blooded killers. Don't take your eyes off Nels if you value your life. I'll bet anything he's our murderer. To be honest, my instincts tell me the kid isn't the killer. Sure, he's a bit obnoxious, but that doesn't make him capable of murder.
We're not gonna have to get rid of Neville. Because people feel safe because Neville's here. Neville's gonna have to be next.
Have you heard, my friend? One of our fellow guests has been murdered. This bodes ill for our stay and our search for the gold. No, no. When I looked into Devisi's face, it was like peering at my own daughter. I feel like I've lost her all over again.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
It seems she's upset about the murder, but there's something else. It's almost like she's glad there's less competition for the gold. Greedy old bat.
I love this quest. You can play it out 100 ways.
I really have to wonder where Neville was when someone was getting slaughtered just a few rooms away. Maybe he was busy looking for the chest of gold. Or maybe he was right next to the victim with his hand on the hilt of a dagger. Think about it.
There's no blood. If anything, Devesi just has a really big bruise from where I punched her. He's not buying it.
Whoever the killer is will have to be strong and quick. Now, I'm not saying Primo is our murderer, but you have to admit it's at least possible. You'd be smart to stay with the rest of the group. It's just not safe to go wandering off alone with a killer on the loose.
I'm beginning to get a bad feeling about all of this. I'd leave right now if I could. Well, the money means nothing to me. I just thought it would be fun. Who among us is vile enough to take the life of such a beautiful, precious creature? If I find out who did this, they will pay with their life!
His face is so dead when he says that.
Now that someone's been killed, Matilda may be a little frightened for her own safety, but she's still more concerned with finding the hidden gold. Matilda claims to be from one of the High Rock's most distinguished noble families, but I have a feeling their fortune has long been squandered. Before the body turned up, I got the sense that Nels was a bit of a drunkard, but he seems truly unnerved now and is drinking rather excessively. Neville seems different now that someone has been killed. More alert, more aware. Something tells me he's not going to take all of this lying down. He's a trained soldier after all. I bet if anyone can figure out what's going on here, it will be him.
Yep, exactly. That's why we gotta get him out next.
You'd be smart to stay with the rest of the group. It's just not safe to go wandering off alone with a killer on the loose.
Uh-oh.
Is that why someone invited us here? To kill us? This is horrible.
She saw. She saw, didn't she?
It's not safe to be alone. I certainly don't want to be the... I've been trying to figure out who our host might be. With 2 people dead, it almost seems like he set this party up just to kill us all. 2 people dead, yet Nell still lives. I don't think that's a coincidence. Nords are savages born to kill. I just know he did it. Why would one of us kill Neville? What if they try to get the rest of us? You'll protect me, won't you? If I may confide in you, dear friend, I'm very worried about the poor boy. The trauma of murders, it could scar him for life. He deserves better. Stay safe, if that's even possible.
Neville's chess key. I'm gonna make everyone naked. I don't know why. I just am. Makes it more dramatic. Alright, let's take Neville. Alright, Neville, since you did not get to die in a bed, you get to be door jiggling, okay? Yeah, that's not terrifying. Okay. Oh yeah, he was ready to fight. Jeez. Alright. Well, Neville, have fun jiggling. Who shall we kill next?
2 of us have been murdered.
I'm
One of us is a
thinking...
killer. But who?
I'm thinking we leave him and her for last. I actually like him, but they said that he might lose it, and I'm thinking it'd be cool if we could get him to maybe attack her, but I don't know, because I want to leave her for last. I don't know.
I certainly don't want to be the 3rd victim.
Everyone thinks it's him, so maybe I should get rid of him.
2 people dead. If anyone else drops, I swear I'm gonna gather every drop of alcohol in this house and drink myself into a stupor.
You could just jump out the window.
I can't believe she's dead. Seeing her body lying there. It's like my poor daughter all over again.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, she looks pretty shaken, doesn't she? I can't tell if it's genuine fear or just really good acting. She's as much of a suspect as anyone, don't forget. Oh,
So
we'll
he's
see.
getting suspicious again.
Oh, for me? Oh, you shouldn't have. I'll be honest, friend. I don't know what to think about Matilda. Yeah, she seems frightened, but she's also still alive. Why wasn't she killed? She may look old and weak, but that's never stopped a murderer before, has it? Don't doubt for a second that she couldn't be the killer.
She definitely could be.
You want to know how I really feel about Neville's death? I'm afraid. I may hate the Imperial Legion, but its members are trained warriors. Neville was probably the most capable fighter among us, yet he was cut down silently, just a few rooms away. I fear one of us is not who they appear. This isn't the work of some greedy houseguest. There's an assassin among us. You mark my words. We must watch ourselves at every step. Let me ask you something, friend. Why is Primo even here? The rest of us need the money, but his family is wealthy beyond measure. Maybe he was bored, or maybe he just wanted to do some slumming. Or maybe he's a trained assassin hired to kill us all, one by one.
Perhaps.
Sound crazy? Well, these are crazy times, my friend. Stay safe, if that's even possible.
Dun dun dun.
2 people are now dead. And for what? A trunk full of coins? How pathetic. She was so beautiful. And now she's gone.
God
All
dang
right.
it.
If, for me, the more people that drop dead, the more annoying Matilda becomes. She keeps watching over me like some kind of worried grandmother. If the killer strikes again, maybe they'll do me a favor and take her out next. To be honest, I'm not sure if I trust him. He's a hard drinker, but there's something more. Something in his eyes. Hard and calculating. My friend, I am truly worried. Neville was a strong and capable man, a soldier of 20 years. The rest of us will be easy prey for the killer now.
Yep, you're definitely screwed.
Stay safe, if that's even possible.
Okay, we almost had a big mishap with her walking in on us and seeing us murder Neville. So let us save now before each murder, just in case. And I'm sorry, Nels, I actually like you, but a punch to the booty it is. I don't know why I'm making everyone naked. I'm sorry. Oh, I better put my fist away. Don't look suspicious.
Oh, thank goodness it's you, sweetie. Please don't wander too far away. I feel safe with you.
Sweetie. Oh, I'm Sweetie now.
So, Nels is dead. I don't condone murder, of course, but I can't say he'll be missed. As a rule, I find Nords rather vulgar.
What if I was a Nord? Would you still feel safe? Would you still be calling me Sweetie?
Oh my heavens. Primo must be the killer. I never thought it could be him. Please, please, you've got to protect me from him. Where are you going? What are you doing? We need to keep our eyes on each other.
Where did he go? Upstairs? Uh-oh, where is he? Maybe he went to the basement. Well, Nels, I have plans for you. Come on. Stay with me now. Come on.
This house is a death trap. We're being killed off one by one.
You don't say. Well, it's definitely not me. I'm just moving him to the morgue. So don't look this way. I am not up to anything at all. Come on, Nels.
This house is a death trap. We're being killed off one by one.
Yeah, it's a shame. Quit following me. Come on, Nels. It's taking too long to move your body. Let's get going. Ugh. Damn it. I had plans for him. Will he slide down the steps? Please. All the way down. Come on. Alright. We're getting somewhere. There we go. Dang it, I really wanted his head more in the fire. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, where is Rich Boy? Where did Rich Boy go? We think the basement, maybe? I didn't even know this was back here the first time we came down. Why is this basement here? Guessing, depending on what you do and how you do it in the order, maybe that someone will come down here. I don't know where Rich Boy is. There's the girl. He must be up here. Ah. That's fine. You can be naked in your bed too. But you, young man, you gotta go back. There's no fireplace up here for you. I don't think I can get you into a bed. Beautiful. Alright, you old racist hag.
The only ones left. But we're not alone in this house. That killer is in here with us.
She doesn't think
hiding.
it's me.
But where? We've
What
got
a
to get out of
moron.
here. You understand me? We're the only ones left. We need to find a way out of this house. Come on!
Well, racist people have never been the brightest, have they?
We've got to get out of here.
That's it. That's kind of a... It's kind of a lame ending. I want to,
got
like,
to get
threaten her or something. Oh. Man. Well, that was a lame ending. I don't even know what to do with you. There is another fire. I was hoping your body would maybe fly up onto the table when I punched you. We'll just tuck you away under this table. It's weird. Her face is all old and wrinkled, but she has the body of like a 20-year-old. Like there's no wrinkles on it, I mean. Well, she still deserved to go last. She was something else. I guess that's it for this place. So as you guys can hopefully see, there's a reason why that's my favorite quest. You can do it so many ways. So much dialogue. It's just a good time. And I can come back in at any time. Interesting. Well, I guess let's go talk to Ochiva now. Let her know I have achieved my mission. I don't know how many times I'm gonna make that stupid joke.
Hello.
Why does it sound like someone's jumping around in the house? Mike's probably picking it up too.
So good to see you.
So good to
Is
see
there
you,
anything you need?
Miss Trader Pants. What if it's not her? That's gonna be so awkward. Every single time I see her, I yell at her.
Well done. Not only did you kill the 5 guests, you acted as an agent of terror and grief. You have earned your reward and bonus, assassin.
Ooh, look at these.
I lay upon you now the Night Mother's blessing. May she walk with you always and guide your hand as you act in accordance with the 5 tenets.
Thank you, Ochiva. These are some good rewards.
Greetings once more, assassin. When you're ready, I have a most important contract. One that has been sanctioned by the Black Hand itself.
Uh-oh.
Do you recall the name Adamus Philida?
Mm-hmm.
The Imperial Legion best? It's time he joined Sithis in the Void. Think you're up to the task? Adamus Philida has spent his entire career investigating the Dark Brotherhood, interrupting our contracts, killing our family members. We tried to eliminate Philida, of course, but failed on 3 separate occasions. He's a powerful man, and was surrounded by powerful associates. Now the Legion Pig's years of service have come to an end. He has retired. Philida must not be allowed such a victory. His destiny is darker. Philida now resides in Leowin, in the City Watch Barracks, an honored guest of the soldiers there. He is in fact more vulnerable than ever. Yes, yes. The Black Hand has sanctioned the Rose of Sithis. It is an enchanted arrow that will kill Philida instantly. As long as the arrow hits Philida, he will die. But it cannot pierce armor. Shoot while Philida is armored, and the rose will be wasted. Travel to Leowin, track Philida, learn his schedule. Observe when he removes that blasted Legion armor, and then let fly the Rose of Sithis. Kill Philida in any way, rose or not, and the contract is complete. But to receive a bonus, you must go beyond murder. You must send a message. Once Philida is dead, sever his finger, the one that bears an Imperial Legion signet ring.
Okay.
Deposit this finger in the desk of Philida's successor, in his office in the prison barracks, in the Imperial City. Do this, and the bonus is yours.
Ooh, this sounds fun.
Adamus Philida will find no rest in retirement. No. His soul will endure a kind of eternal suffering known only to those who have angered Sithis. Go now, dear family member, and may the
This quest sounds pretty fun. The Rose of Sithis. Yeah, I definitely want to save that. Don't want to use it. Oh yes, that's right. Of course, I should know that by now, right? But no. We have to remember to cut off his finger. Then we have to transport it quite a ways to the Imperial City.
Go ahead.
It shows he's just out here walking around right now, huh? Is that him? Wow, okay. I was not expecting that. Well,
Speak.
well, what if I use a different arrow? God, he's looking right at me. I mean, we do have a bow. I don't know how good I necessarily am with the bow. Oh wait, what should we use? Four. How good are we with the bow? I don't remember. 26. Ooh. Ooh. Well, you know. We'll see. I don't remember how to even use it. Oh. This son of a butthole.
You violated the law. Pay the court a... Then pay with your blood.
Then pay with your blood. Oh, he insta got dressed. I see. Damn it. Well, we are actually, unfortunately, out of time for this episode. So I guess we're going to have to kill Swimming Boy later at some point. Well, we're going to figure it out next episode. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. I appreciate you being a well watcher, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye!